Now, the lifestyle choices we make are directly contributing to our chances of getting cancer. A new study has found 40% of cancers in the UK could be prevented if people adopted healthier lifestyles like changes to diet, smoking and drinking. Well, I'm joined now by 26-year-old Natasha Vince. She's been fighting cancer since she was 16, and Natasha now works for Sky News. Afternoon to you, Natasha.
Good afternoon.
Tell us about your story, how you found out and the treatment that you underwent.
Well, I was initially diagnosed at the age of 16, so very young. Took a long time for them to find out what was wrong. It was a tumour in my intestines, so I had a lot of tummy aches. Was backwards and forwards to the hospital. Eventually I got diagnosed, and the treatment that followed was an operation and chemotherapy, so the conventional medication. That was fine, had 6 months of chemotherapy, was clear for 2 years, then was re-diagnosed, came back in my kidney, same type of cancer, came back in my kidney. I had more chemotherapy and more surgery. Was fine again for another 2 years, and then the cancer came back this time in the liver. The liver is one of our most clever organs, really, because it's able to regenerate itself. So they were able to do this really intense form of radiotherapy. It's called radiofrequency ablation therapy, which is basically they burn away the tumours inside the liver. So I had that, and then was clear again for another year. It came back again in the liver, so I had that treatment again. I had that in total 3 times. And that treatment finished about 2 years ago now. Was clear for a year, and then this time last year, it came back again in the liver, and I was told that there was nothing more that they could do. I'd had chemotherapy, radiotherapy, this intense form of radiotherapy. So they basically told me to go home and enjoy a year, basically. Naturally, I was devastated. Came home, thought about it, and was upset that they were giving up on me because of one organ. So I went back the following week and I asked about a transplant. And they thought about it. They thought about it for a few months. But in the end, they decided against it because it wouldn't be a guaranteed cure, because I'd been diagnosed elsewhere. If they gave me a new liver, it didn't guarantee that it wouldn't come back elsewhere in the body. So they were also considering taking away most of the liver, as well as the tumours. Because the liver can regenerate and regrow, they were hoping that there'd be enough left once everything had been taken away for it to regrow. But that wasn't possible either, because there wasn't enough left.
So you decided on your own, without anyone else's advice, to change your lifestyle?
Yeah. Basically, I came home from that appointment, obviously disappointed again, absolutely devastated, and started to do my own research into how to look after myself, how could I help myself. And actually, there's a lot of information about diet, exercise, vitamins. It's all out there, but it upsets me a lot, really, that the hospitals don't say this to you. You know, I would never say to somebody, ignore conventional medicine, don't have your chemotherapy, but you have to help yourself on the side as well. So,
but you've changed your lifestyle and it's changed your life.
Yep. Last week, a couple of weeks ago, I went back to the hospital to see how my tumours were going. Because they did say, you know, you have a year. So I went back to see how they'd grown, how they'd spread. And because of the diet that I've adapted to, all the tumours are benign now. So
it's amazing. It's absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
And have the doctor said it is because of that, or is that just what you believe?
I sat in front of the liver doctor, and he said to me, I have no idea how this has happened. He showed me the scans. He showed me the tumours before, from a year ago, and the tumours now, and they're a slightly different colour, which shows that they're benign. And he said to me, I have no idea how this happened. And I thought, I can tell you how this has happened. And it infuriates me why people don't talk about it. And this research that's come out today, I think, is absolutely brilliant. But it's been a long time coming. It really has.
I guess the message is, although obviously this is incredible and it has worked for you, it sadly may not work for everybody. No,
exactly. But I do think if you can help yourself, research into specific diets for the cancer that you do have, you know, it all helps. And good food does make good sense. You know, what you put into your body affects your body. Of course it does.
Natasha, thank you so much. We're so pleased for you. Thank you for sharing your amazing story with us. Thank you.